Welcome to SW19. There really only is one Wimbledon, and the 138th edition of the world's oldest Grand Slam promises to be a spectacular championships in 2025.
Wimbledon, mecca of world tennis since 1877.
Simply breathtaking.
Wimbledon is the home of tennis.
Oh, it's just fabulous.
It's the one that most want to win.
It's Wimbledon. There's nowhere better in the world to be playing tennis.
An incredible, extraordinary performance.
Well, it's short time.
The man of the moment, Carlos Alcaraz, is back as reigning champion with a French Open title fresh in the memory, just as he was this time last year. But can he do the three-peat? The man he defeated in the final last year, Novak Djokovic, has struggled in 2025 by his incredible standards and has been practicing hard on the Irani training courts to get himself in peak condition for another tilt at the title. World number one Jannik Sinner was on a winning streak this year, securing the Australian Open before serving a 3-month ban from tennis. He bounced straight back to form on clay, pushing Alcaraz all the way at Roland Garros in a final for the ages. 2 Grand Slam titles, but not yet a Wimbledon finalist. Last year's champion Barbora Krejcikova has overcome her back pain problems to appear briefly at Roland Garros and Queen's, but had to pull out of Eastbourne earlier this week. She arrives here in SW19 with hopes dimmed after the success of 2024. French Open champion Coco Gauff burst onto the scene here 6 years ago and will hope that her clay court form translates onto the grass. She will hope to improve on her 4th round finishes here at Wimbledon. And world number one Aryna Sabalenka has picked up another Grand Slam since her last appearance at SW19. The US Open champion is eager to add Wimbledon to her trophy cabinet. We'll find out how they line up in the first round in just a moment, but first, here's what else we've got coming up for you. Tim Henman reflects on the draws. Last year's finalists, Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic, get the mic'd-up treatment in centre court ahead of this year's championships.
How happy are you to be back, Novak, on this court?
The happiest that one can be, honestly. It's the most special tennis court in the world.
World number one Jannik Sinner takes us through his Wimbledon preparations. And ladies champion Barbora Krejcikova returns the trophy to SW19. But first, let's take a look at the draw and the mouth-watering ties on the courts. In the gentlemen's draw, Carlos Alcaraz opens up on centre court with an intriguing matchup against former world number 9 Fabio Fognini. Top seed Jannik Sinner faces fellow Italian 21-year-old Luca Nardi, whilst Novak Djokovic plays Frenchman Alexandre Muller. British star Jack Draper is the 4th seed at Wimbledon, and he takes on world number 38 Sebastian Baez of Argentina, whilst 9th seed Daniil Medvedev is drawn against Benjamin Bonzi of France. 2 young players making waves in tennis, Brazilian João Fonseca and Brit Jacob Fernley, have been drawn against each other in the first round, definitely one to watch. In the ladies' draw, reigning champion Barbora Krejcikova opens up on centre court versus Filipino Alexandra Ela. Top seed Aryna Sabalenka, who is still looking for her first title at the All England Club, takes on the Canadian qualifier Carson Branstein. Reigning French Open champion Coco Gauff faces Ukraine's Diana Yastremska, and having recently returned to British number one, Emma Raducanu is in an all-British matchup against 17-year-old Brit Mimi Zhu. Last year's losing finalist Jasmina Paolini plays world number 402 Anastasia Sevastova, and there's an interesting matchup between home favourite Katie Boulter and Paula Badosa. So we've just had the draw, Tim Henman alongside me. Tim, so much to look forward to. There always is, but there's some particularly juicy lineups to come. You look at the ladies' draw, there is no easy route to the final. There's no easy route through the first round.
No, definitely not. And I guess as a British person, I'm slightly drawn towards the British players. And Emma Raducanu plays Mimi Zhu, which again is never easy when you're playing a fellow British player. But when you look at the whole draw from top to bottom, Sabalenka, number one seed seed, Coco Gauff number 2 seed. You just feel that there are lots of opportunities in the middle. I think that's the beauty of it. It's not so easy to predict, and it's going to be fascinating to see how it unfolds over the next couple of weeks.
Petra Kvitova, a 2-time winner of Wimbledon. It's her last championships, and she is up against Emma Navarro.
Yeah, that's amazing. She was a wild card, Petra Kvitova. She's coming back from becoming a mother, and it's great to see her out here. And hopefully she can have a great run. However, as you say, up against Emma Navarro, a top 10 player, that is a real blockbuster.
Let's turn our attention to the men's draw. Who stands out for you there? What matchups did you like?
Again, with that British angle, Jack Draper has played so well. He's seeded 4 at the championships. It's got, I think a fairly comfortable draw in the first couple of rounds, but then you see his section against Bublik. Bublik beat Jack at Roland Garros. Bublik has just won Halle, so into the top 30 as a seeded player. So, that's a dangerous section. But again, Alcaraz and Sinner, opposite sides of the draw after what they did in Roland Garros, incredible final there. I think there's a lot of people that would sign up to see that one again, and that is the strength and depth of both the men's and the women's game. From the first round, you've got to be ready to play your best tennis, otherwise you'll be going home.
Absolutely. It was entertaining on centre court the other day because it wasn't quite a rematch of the Wimbledon final of last year, but we did have Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz mic'd up and hitting. Enjoy this.
2025, I don't have it. No one gave me. Everybody knows him. Defending champ.
Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear. Give us a...
Carlos can only hear the nightclubs in Ibiza, by the way.
That's the first question I asked him when I saw him today.
How's the court, Carlos?
Unbelievable. I told Novak, this is the first time that I feel nervous when I'm practicing.
Yeah, we have the groundsman's already looking at you just in case you ruin the court for everybody.
Sir? Sorry, yeah.
How happy are you to be back, Novak, on this court?
The happiest that one can be, honestly. It's the most special tennis court in the world.
Yeah.
We are privileged, obviously, to be the first ones to play. I'm privileged because he's the defending champion, so he gets the right, and I'm like a sparring partner today, so I'm glad. I'm glad he chose me. Come on, talk seriously, man.
Question, Novak, for French Open final. I'm sure you saw these guys play.
Yeah.
An incredible match.
Unbelievable match. To be quite honest with you, my son and my wife wanted to watch the finals badly. And I said, no, I don't want to watch the finals. I got enough of tennis. But then the match was so captivating that, of course, we ended up watching for another few hours. They played, almost 6 hours. It's incredible match. I mean, I gave huge credit to both of them for producing this incredible battle for the whole, not just tennis world, but the sports world to enjoy.
What Novak's history on the grass here? How do you look up to him in a place like Wimbledon?
I mean, he said he was the privilege to play, this year the first one because of me, because I was the defending champion. But that was a big lie. The privilege is mine, playing with the 7-time champions, 8-time champions here. It's crazy. I mean, what he has done.
I'm looking for a little bit more respect for him because he's talking about respect, but last 2 years he didn't give me respect on this court.
Guys, good luck. Have a great Wimbledon, both of you.
Okay,
good luck.
Thank you.
Play well. Enjoy.
Now, before we take a look at the gentlemen's and ladies' draw, let's just cast our mind back to last year when New Zealand's Lulu Soon went from qualifying to quarter-finals of the main ladies' draw. Abigail Johnson has been at qualifying this week and can tell us who's made it through this year.
Here at qualifying for the championships, 256 players descended on the lawns of Roehampton in pursuit of a spot in the Wimbledon main draw. And after 4 days of battle and brilliance, just 16 men and 16 women have booked their places on the hallowed turf of SW19. There was British success for world number 719 Oliver Tarvitz as the San Diego College player overcame 29th seed Alexander Blocks to reach the main draw on his tournament debut. 18-year-old Canadian sensation Victoria Ngoko held 5 match points but could not convert as she eventually succumbed to Australia's Priscilla Hon 4-6, 7-6, 6-1, the Aussie triumphant in her 7th attempt at qualifying. And the 2024 ladies doubles champion Taylor Townsend also qualified for the singles draw this time around, defeating 20-year-old Celine Neff in straight sets.
Game, set match. Townsend.
Some familiar names made it through, including Adrian Manarino, Nicholas Jarry, Petra Martic and Alexandra Sasnovich. But no matter the ranking or reputation, all 32 players are relishing the opportunity of appearing at Wimbledon in 2025.
Over the years, spectators have witnessed some fantastic skill out there on the grass, and we caught up with some of the stars of the Wimbledon draw to find out some of their personal favourite shots.
My favorite shot from the racket.
My favorite shot
is
Oh, that is out of this world.
My favorite shot on a tennis court is backhand down the line.
on grass has to be a nice forehand chip return. It just feels so good when you catch it right.
The drop shot. Why? It's just because it's beautiful and it's so fun to hit it.
A short slice because it's working so good on grass.
My favorite shot from the racket is the backhand down the line. When you hit a proper one down the line, it's top.
Drop shot. Obviously, I mean, not even debatable here.
Rafael Nadal's forehand. I used to watch that growing up, and I liked the bend he got on it, and just the pace he hit it was incredible. And if I was left-handed, that's what I would want my forehand to be like.
My favorite shot from the racket is slice. I don't want to say why. It's just I like to slice since I was a little kid.
The preparation, I feel like that's the most important part for us players, and obviously I'm very happy to play the Wimbledon tournament. It's the most important we have. Hopefully I can play as many matches as possible, but again, I'm very happy to be here. It's different than any other tournament, and just to be part of this is very special. The walk-on when you play on center court is something very, very unique. It's a tournament what I always used to watch in the TV, so being just part of it, it makes it truly remarkable.
No doubt the world #1 will bring his fire back to Wimbledon. Now though, let's turn our attention back to the gentlemen's draw and see some of the ones to watch.
Jack Draper, someone to watch out, playing with the home crowd. You know, home crowd can give you something very special.
I'm gonna go with Bublik. I think his game is very suited for grass.
One to watch is Alexander Bublik. He's a good player on grass. He won 500, so it's gonna be, I think, a good tournament for him.
Maybe Ben Shelton, who has a really big serve and good touch volleys. It's going to be difficult.
My two favorites for the men's side would probably be Jannik Sinner and Alcaraz. They're both, playing unbelievable tennis right now, so it's going to be very, very difficult to beat them.
There's no denying that one of the memorable stories of Wimbledon 2024 was written by reigning champion Barbora Krejcikova on what was a career-defining moment for the 29-year-old. She's back to defend her title and spoke to Karthi Nananagasaram as she returned the Venus Rosewater dish.
It still feels a little bit unreal what happened last year, because I had no expectations that something like that would come, and it did, and it's still filling me with a lot of joy and with a lot of nice memories.
You don't want to do this, do you?
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
You look gorgeous.
Good to see you too.
I'm really sorry we have to do this,
give
but
it to you.
I can give it to you again.
Okay.
I can give it to you back again.
Okay.
Barbora, lovely to see you back here as the defending champion. What is the mix of emotions when you walk back through the gates into Wimbledon again?
I mean, it's very nice to be back. It's very nice to be able to enter the court and the clubhouse and just All England Club in general. And definitely it's a great feeling and a lot of happiness and a lot of joy and a lot of nice memories from last year.
It's a Czech fairy tale, and Krejcikova is the Wimbledon champion.
Winning the title here was your second singles Grand Slam title. What was maybe a little bit different to Roland Garros?
Well, I think it was definitely different. It has this different magic spark. The whole year I enjoyed it. I mean, all these memories that I gain, I will keep them for the rest of my life.
You've just walked in past the trophy cabinet, past the honours board. It's got your name on the honours board. It's also got Jana Novotna's name on there. What did it feel like coming past all of those fantastic memories as you walked in?
Well, definitely it means the world to me. I have great memories. I mean, for the last year, but also for the years when Jana was here and when we had the chats and we could talk about everything that happened through her career, and we were talking about my career and my future and all this. So on one hand very sad, but on the other hand very nice feelings and nice emotions.
How much do you enjoy the traditions of Wimbledon compared to the rest of the season?
I love them. And I mean, I love the all whites, I love the grass, I love the strawberries and the cream and everything that comes with the All England Club and Wimbledon.
And you're going to be part of one of those traditions because you are the first person to play on the Tuesday. The tradition is the women's defending champion comes out here onto centre court, opening the play. How exciting is that going to be? How nervous might you be suddenly again?
I am super excited. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward so much. I'm very happy that I can have this privilege to open up the tournament, and yeah, I hope I'll do well.
A great tradition with the trophy return here at Wimbledon. But now let's turn our attention to the ladies' draw and find out who the ones to watch are on the grass courts this year.
The ones to watch at Wimbledon would be Wang Xinyu, because I think she's having a pretty good grass season so far, and she's a wonderful human being.
Katie Bolter, she's a player that when she has confidence, she is sometimes unplayable, so I think she is definitely due for another amazing year.
I like her, and I know she likes the grass and she's playing well on the grass too, so maybe she's gonna have also a good run.
Andreescu, I just really like her game. I think she has a lot of variety, and yeah, I just think she's really fun to watch, and hopefully she does well also in Wimby.
I picked Marketa. She's been injured and playing unbelievably good. Her slicing skills and defending skills really are amazing on grass, and she's someone that could defend and attack at the same time, which is a great combination.
Because the gap is so tight between the clay and grass court season, when the players arrive here at SW19, their rivals become their hitting partners in order to improve on the green stuff. But when it comes to Paula Badosa and Ons Jabeur, you can add best friends to that list.
Are you doing a documentary about me or what?
I don't want to be close
to like each other.
Yeah, like we pretend we like each other.
Strawberry
And cream.
Yeah.
Ons is very happy. She's her happy place here. But for me also, I really enjoy it. Every time I come here, it's grass season, so it's totally different, and yeah, very excited.
She started talking about me, you know. That's a behavior of someone avoiding talking about their feelings, you know. It feels amazing to be here. You know, I always love it. Just the first step puts a smile on my face always.
I just think it's different, you know, from the normal other tournaments, vibe, the energy. It's grass also that we play a few tournaments a year, and it's just a different atmosphere. It's super elegant and classy, and that's what makes it also special.
It's like a fashion show for like 2 weeks for us. It's a love and hate relationship. Yeah, maybe. I try to dub shot and then hit her or something.
Yeah, I try to ace her to not play the point, but no. But it's, I don't know. We're competitive. We work hard, but at the end of the day, we know it's a practice. We learn from each other. I love to practice with her. She's an inspiration for me. So
can I say she has very hard, and I like to slice, and I'm like the artist, and she's the butcher.
That's why we play doubles together, you know, we combine. No, but I would say she's pure talent, and she plays fast
Pure
also
talent,
there.
No, the hard work went on, you know, no hard
That's
work.
me, I'm the hard work. We were the spice.
It's not even true.
She's always happy. Doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter the weather, if the sun is out, if it's raining, she's always in a good mood, and I love having her close to me.
She didn't see my bad side yet.
Yeah.
She's a challenging case for me, you know, so I'm working hard on for her to talk about her emotions and to let go a little bit, you know. So far, I think it's going well.
I'm improving.
See you.
In the journey to Wimbledon, 2025 began where 2024 left off, as Jannik Sinner swept all before him to defend his Australian Open crown, beating Alexander Zverev in straight sets. Whilst American Madison Keys beat world number 1 and defending champion Aryna Sabalenka to win her long-awaited first Grand Slam title. There was British success in the Californian desert as Jack Draper overcame Holger Rune to win in Indian Wells, the first and the biggest title of his career so far. At just 17 years old, Mira Andreeva became the youngest champion at Indian Wells since Serena Williams in 1999. The teenager defeated both the world number 1 and 2 en route to victory. On to Paris, where comebacks were the theme of the finals. Coco Gauff survived a titanic tussle to win the psychological battle over Aryna Sabalenka and claim her first Roland Garros crown. And the first Grand Slam decider between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz produced the longest final in Roland Garros history, clocking in at 5 hours and 29 minutes. After the red dust had settled, we were onto the grass. German Tatiana Maria wound back the clock to claim victory at Queen's in the newly named Andy Murray Arena. And a week later, Carlos Alcaraz won the men's title. Over in Halle, Alexander Bublik was too tough for the rest on the grass as he overcame Daniil Medvedev in the final. 2023 Wimbledon winner Marketa Vondrousova won the title in Berlin. She'll be hoping this is a timely return to form after a tough 12 months. Nottingham proved a triumphant outing for McCartney Kessler, but now all eyes are on Wimbledon.
Well, Wimbledon is always evolving, 138 years of history, but this is all new, Tim.
Yeah, it is. It's great. Obviously, elevating this, you know, player walk-on coming to Court 1, and yeah, first year it's in view.
Who's this young chap?
Wow, very young. Yeah, I was lucky enough to play the first ever match on Court 1, 1997.
Wow.
Wanted to make sure I got off with a win, and lucky enough I beat Daniel Nestor that day.
It's fantastic, and this is such a great walkout because the crowd at Court 1, everyone talks about centre court, but Court 1 is almost on a par now.
Yeah, it is, and it's such an amazing facility. You've got 12,345 with the sliding roof, and I think this just builds the sort of sense of occasion for the players. They come through the tunnel from centre court, and now they'll be ready to get out there and get underway.
Other changes that we'll have this year, no line judges now.
No, that's right. And look, you know, I think we'll be sad to see them go. They have been part of the history and tradition, but I think now when you understand the technology that's available and how hard and fast the ball is traveling, I think we'd be, you know, unwise not to use the technology. And we've got to be aware of that ecosystem. We need umpires. You know, a lot of those umpires were line judges back in the day. So, yeah, I think it's just another, we often talk about history, tradition and innovation, and this is, for me, a big step in the right direction.
You're obviously excited in '97 when you arrived here. Do you still get the buzz of Wimbledon?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just when you're walking out onto any of these courts, you know, the immaculate grass courts, and first day of the championships is always so special. So yeah, the players will be very, very excited.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fantastic couple of weeks here at SW19. Wimbledon is very much upon us.